Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT champion, and it looks like I'm about to go and continuing on to start making another Total Drama fan art library on Gran Turismo Sport. Well, looks like starting out I'm bringing out the Ford Mustang Mach 1 for today's TD fan art related, because this muscle car is ready to go and get everything topped up a notch. Well, probably today's Total Drama fan art design that I'm about to working on is definitely the one top girl was definitely also appears in 21 episode. She was definitely labeled as the female bully. Well, I'm about to start making Eva right away. Well, why Eva is here to compete in Total Drama Island? Well, although she also appeared in one season. Although Eva is very competitive and physically strong, she's often overtly aggressive. She is known to have short temper and violent ways of exhibiting her anger. Part of the reason she auditioned for Total Drama was to curb it, and she finally has. She enrolled in anger management classes after her first elimination, and has since shown that she is capable of making friends, albeit not very many. Eva is also very willing to admit that when she's taken her anger too far, and it will admit when she's in the wrong position. Well, in general, she is not very emotional, and it's almost never seen displaying feelings other than anger and differences. Well, I kind of think most other anger people could really need to take anger management classes. Well, probably it is. But I know, folks, don't get too much over anger, because that's gonna be giving a major low self-esteem meltdown. But maybe yes. Most other people feel jealous about any kinds of cool styles. It also needs to come up for it. Alright, now let's just go and pick any two rim styles. Probably quite good to choose American racing, because that could be quite good to use. Now, maybe I'll have to add another second dirt. Now I'll have to make it very good. Well, maybe that's quite the way it goes. Alright, now let's just add white to be in it. Type 2 might be seen here, and car number 21 is definitely what has been shown. Alright, well, let's just gonna have to make it very quick until doing some preparation. Well, glad I just recommended to be putting on a signature name right about here. That might be quite to toughen up to represent this TD library style. Well, although I kind of think this Total Drama library for Eva would be very aggressive and very stronger than it is. Maybe it'll also pop up to it. Maybe I should probably go pick on her and give it a little try for it. Well, although this might be quite good recommended for the Ford Mustang Mach 1, evenly for a strong muscle car to go in it. Maybe this will be used as a starting point, along with the signature. Throughout, because maybe I'll just have to select one pattern. Word also needs to getting something to have something very tougher it is. Well, probably this pattern might work. Now let's see what's the depth limit. Okay, this should be quite very good. I'm just trying to save this one, folks. This library might be quite good to change this up after all. Well, maybe not yet. Maybe this color might be good to use. Alright, now let's go and customize on the hood. Well, this might be turns very differently. Maybe it'll have to be skewered up to make it perfect to do it very correctly. Well, I know this is gonna be one lean, mean, total drawn fan art machine. Now let's see what the duplicate on reverse might be turns out to be. Probably this might be good indeed. I just wanted to give a little bit more angle alignment. Turns out to see if this is going to be, well, maybe almost a little bit. Alright, well, maybe let's just start adding a new fresh one. The Dalby might come up better. Well, maybe unless... Maybe I'll have to zoom in and try to see if this might get better. Alright, there's another library design to be placed on the hood. This looks actually good to go. Maybe just have some little coloring touches. Alright, looks like let's add someplace else on the other. First things first, only might need to have some to cover up the license plate. Well, most importantly, maybe I'll have to get rid of this. Now add the Total Drama Island logo right about here. Just quick loading up until it also appears. Now do the rear. Well, this looks quite very good. That could be a right spot. So, looks like I just placed two teams. Well, probably 4 teams from TDI and TDA. Well, I just wanted to be sure to giving a little quick setup for preparations. Now let's get to work. Well, probably a good thing car brands would be recommended to giving a little start timing for it. But especially half of it went shattered and, well, not even shattered, just being a little separated. Now let's just say start out on Ford Racing. And this might be quite good to have an aftermarket logo to be definitely like the ones just like the Ford Mustang Group 3 race car. Now let's just go and grab the help. Well, probably Goodyear would be quite good. I want to see it. Nope, not color changeable. I'll just replace it and choose the official logo. Well, I kind of think this might be quite good to choose. Well, even of course, she was also part of the Killer Bass right away. Maybe this one right about here. Well, maybe some aftermarket logos might become up very tougher for only tough person. Well, maybe tough people, of course. Now, gonna have to find something gym type related. Have to be right somewhere around here between fictional logos. Well, probably Quizbodge Fitness might work up just to be sure. Just put it there and add the Gran Turismo logo right next along with it. Now, luckily, just putting on the opposite Total Island logo to be sure. Maybe I'll just place it right here and put a spot for the Gran Turismo Association logo. That's more like it. Well, probably that will be the last logos to be needed. Oh yeah, I kinda think I almost forgot. I should probably add a Canadian black logo symbol on it. Just hang on just a quick second. Ah, there it is. Well, looks like I was looking for. Now place it right here and put it on reverse. Now, the rest is only up to the other decals on the left, bring it onto the right. Alright, now all we need is add 2 more logos. Just giving something might be quite good. Adding by Bully Dog logo could be quite very tougher. Now, it's time to give an Apex logo on both sides to be right about here. Okay, front's done. Now, maybe let's see if there's something more for it. Well, maybe let's just add the PDI logo. Could be quite good. Now let's go back on the sides and add another GT logo right in. Well, GoPro logo. Be a better top driver. Alright, now looks like time to do some final finishing touches on the hood. Now let's just go back, scroll down here and pick a different Turismo logo. Might be quite very efficient to be right here. Just size it up a bit to represent. Oh man. Maybe I should probably have to get used to the chair because it's, well, a little inch weight on the TV because I'm just trying to see how far am I trying to take a look for it. Okay, so fast fitness might be good to be placed right about here. Okay, looks like we're almost done, folks. Just cross your fingers because this library is about to be finished and it's good to go. Well, maybe 3 logos does count, but maybe it needs to add something to come up to putting in for. Maybe this blue plus logo might work. Alright, looks like library design is complete. Now let's take a look at this 360 showcase. See how Condition is going to be good at. Maybe before that, well, I'm already still wearing my very own blue custom GT race gear, but this might be quite good to go. Alright, let's just have to wait in a few seconds until this library will be all set and good to go, folks. Maybe as a matter of fact, well, before that, I'll be able to get started on the floor talk for the next one. Well, Eva immediately strikes fear into all the campers as soon as she arrives. She is placed on the killer fast while her team are deciding on who decides to boot off. Well, she joins Bridget in confronting Ezekiel when he makes, well, the sexist comments and strangles him to get her point across, shouting at Ezekiel to enlighten her on what comments about women being inferior meant. Well, she just confronted Ezekiel by giving the bad comments. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to get started on the custom race to go and race at Willow Springs. Probably the big Willow might be quite good to choose with. Okay, select the manufacturer or country. Now, maybe I'll choosing this Mustang here. Okay, well, in the second episode in The Big Sleep, well, Eva's short-tempered and violent nature begins to earn her dislike from her team. Well, however, Heather noticed this and exploit to her advantage by stealing Eva's MP3 player, being unable to find it. Well, after Gwen wins because, well, Eva just throws a tantrum and turns the cabins upside down, looking for her possession, while terrifying the campers and accusing some of stealing her beloved item. Well, perhaps her behavior turns out she is the first contestant has been booted up during the merge day. Action. But decided to giving on the choice to go next. Well, all the campers chant for her to pick Eva. Well, Bridget agrees, and Eva has to be the last one around with the Sasquatch and Aqua in a crate for 10 seconds to make everyone surprised. Eva's not only survives, but she ends up tearing off the Sasquatch and Aqua's fur to give herself a fur hat and boots. Despite performing well in the challenge, in the end, well, Eva loses to Lashana in the sudden death round. Before that, until the elimination ceremony, well, almost every camper are voting for Eva while she votes herself. She also votes for Heather, but we didn't give her a professional race in it. Just only her eye, just watching us for it. And despite that, Eva just got booted off again since the merge. But I know that she's been taking a lot more anger management skills for it. And that's how this Ford Mustang Mach 1 should be a very strong classic muscle car to go and overrun these drivers to go and take on a clean overtake to make its way over to victory. Well, probably, folks, this might be quite very tough looking troll drama livery to use on a classic muscle car. But anyway, I just made it myself because this livery is finally complete. So, looks like this race will only take 10 minutes, so I can probably have to continue on to see how this turns out. Well, it looks like one tough, mean Mustang really wants to go and push us in to get on first place. Let's see how the Group N cars just show these drivers how this whole genre livery gets toughened up a notch. Well, looks like that's definitely a quite scareful attempt to pass on the Ford F-150 Raptor. Well, I just have to say, just giving a little maintained pace. Let's try to keep it nice and tight. But probably, just like I just had a closed on a livery design on a Duncan with a Ford Mustang, well, the newer model, the premium fastback of 2015. Well, this classic muscle car was marked as a Mach 1 vehicle. It also takes a good advantage to race up or only last up to 5 gears. Can this muscle car take on some toughest cars with the exception of the hypercars as well? Maybe the hard answer is, can this muscle car challenge the hypercars as well? Maybe others have a questioning thought about it. Trying to overtake the Audi already and giving a real clean pass by. Alright, third lap is going on underway. Well, perhaps I might have to say this is going to be a 20-mile challenge. Good thing this Ford Mustang really wants some good runs. Maybe on last I'll have to change the TCS one. That'll make it very more aggressive. Now, this might be a good technique skills for this livery. It also takes a lot of tough muscle grip and power slide skills. Now, I'll be able to have to use the steering wheel to be sure in interior view. I'll make sure that it won't go cut up the track. There you go, time to dash by on the Aston Martin and the BMW. Let's keep it up a notch a bit. Well, hope this acceleration gives something much better, stronger than this. Probably I'll just have to be sure if I could probably add up some good adjustments, tune-up, to use it up a little bit. There we go. One step closer to beat that KTM Expo. Just try to keep it nice and neat, avoiding that wonderful power slide handling. Expo's on my site. Let's see if I take this KTM and put it into first place. Okay, how many minutes did I just left? Okay, well, just only got a few more left for it. I'll just have to be sure to continue this sport talk. Well, Eva also appears in After the Dock of Shame episode. Well, she can't stand us living in a relaxation resort. She's just definitely concerned that it was all Heather's fault because Eva calls Heather a conniving backstabbing bitch. Well, she actually stares at the camera, well, probably watching us to never support Heather on this. But maybe perhaps we also have a little switch to one comment that we did. And later that they were all complaining about Heather, and then she also talked support with him. So definitely he's just having a little more temper problem, but he's not feeling a little bit angry as we speak. Well, somehow tougher girls always have strong anger management skills. But perhaps she has that strong aggressive tone. We should probably have to be more very reasonable next time. What? No way! Did that Expo happen? I don't think so. This is definitely just fighting money to come up with premium and put, you know. Well, definitely, she also appeared in the very last episode finale. Really? Well, she definitely supports on Gwen, but she don't cheer a lot. That's how most other steamed out people who have anger issues, so they don't cheer a little bit. Well, probably in Souls on an Island special, well, even was partnering up with Noah and Izzy for Race for the $1 Million. Well, probably just, well, maybe what Izzy was giving fan orders for it, because that's how what Izzy becomes D-stroke, or definitely call herself Kaleidoscope. Yikes. Kinda lost sight of it. Well, I know this is gonna be a little bit harder to beat this KTM Expo to reach up in first place. Not a chance. Alright, final lap, and this is gonna be good. Wow, looks like 7 laps have been taken. So, looks like the KTM Expo really gets nice and easy, huh? Not a chance for this Total Drama Livery. Almost there. Don't want this car to be in second place. Well, maybe perhaps might be good for a livery test drive. But I really go for it to take some credit. Oh, so close. What? Oh no, this is not cool. Well, kind of think silver medals might be count, but I kind of think this livery test drive is now passed. Man, looks like this one-top meat machine Mustang is quite good. Well, I kind of think this is quite not the best, but this library is good to go to be ready to drive. But I know maybe it needs to have a little more speed adjustment. Alright, let's just grab some second place moment. Okay, now let's just go on, do some replay and continuing on lore talk. So, looks like Eva is now appears along with the other contestants. He did not return. Well, he also appears in the commentator for the Total Drama Action Aftermath. She was on a talk show hosted by Brittany and Jeff when she calls in. Posing as an Eva fan, saying that she had won Total Drama Island, but Brittany quickly catches her in the act. Despite Eva's alleged friendship with Gwen, she does not support either her or Trent about the breakup. Despite her saying that she is on Team Eva, well, probably giving a little determined choices about Gwen and Trent Eva, not especially you. Well, she is one of the few people spoken and she announced her annoyance in the finale. She says he is bored and asks if they know what would happen if he got bored. They caused Brittany and Jeff to start blowing the never before seen footage of Chris. Well, that's gonna be a hard to do. Well, also in Celebrity Marathon's Total Drama Action Reunion Special, hold on a second, I just wanted to make sure if I hold on a second, I'm just trying to put up something for it. Well, in other cases, this might be quite good. In case if you guys have already heard about this most funny dramatic moment when Eva just slams punch at the camera. Well, this might be the quite most hilarious moment in case if you want to hear it. Okay, well, definitely she was been caught up by the spotlight and went into a frenzy when she attacked by a paparazzi and her fans. Well, her action inspired a blog showing pictures of Eva's biggest freakouts. She oddly disappeared from all of the major group shots towards the end of the special. Well, apparently there's some crazy image of her doing some crazy stuff to it, like angry expression, hitting a camera at the crew production. Well, definitely, we also saw Eva carrying a camera like this one here, and she hits at the cameraman. Ouch! That's gonna leave a mark for it. Well, it also shows on the footage from the first part. While she was pulling the bus using her only teeth, well, she still has a slight temper as she dislikes being on the spotlight. Well, definitely it is good. But definitely, Eva tried to compete in Total Drama World Tour, but, well, she did not appear again until the group arrived as well in the Celebrity Manhunt studio. And she easily the most upset when she found out that she was ineligible. She was expressed this frustration by throwing a random equipment throughout the studio, at one point hitting Josh in the head with a camera while he's trying to sign up until putting on technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Let's just move on over to the replay. Well, Eva goes back again as the member of the Peanut Gallery in Aftermath. Well, despite her frustration from the last season, she and the rest of the non-competing contestants are glad not to be on the show. It is shown that police plainly hired Eva to be the main field correspondent for the Aftermath show. Well, a clip is shown of Eva interviewing Todd Savage, a Scottish man living near Lochnes, who claims to have seen Duncan, who has been missing since his elimination. She had a hard time understanding him because of his thick Scottish accent. Eva loses her patience and storms off by throwing her microphone to the ground before it rebounds to Van Goren. Well, drama brothers are chased out of the studio by obsessed fangirls. Eva makes a report to the fan situation, got fed up with Blaney's question and storm out after throwing her microphone to the ground, which rebounds injured another innocent bystander at the end of the episode. Well, as Blaney gets escorted out of the studio while Jeff and Bridget were making out, Eva signs up the show, and however she sings the off-key and storms off in frustration, kicking around a lamp. Well, in the Aftermath Revenge of the Teledon, she is seen helping with a donation called to refuel the plane. She, along with the others, are attacked by animals hurt because of DJ's curse during the trivia wheel. Eva is tied with the rest of the peanut gallery over a shark pit until Izzy defeats the bomb. Well, after the bomb explodes, she is seen lying on the jump room at the back of the studio. In Aftermath, after Mayhem, Eva pushes Beth aside while making up for the second chance challenge. Upon finding out that she obtained the normal can of peanuts, does not qualify for the challenge, Eva angrily crushes her can. Well, she gets furious that she doesn't get a second chance to compete in Total Drama World Tour. Oh man, her expression gets out of it. In Hawaiian style, Eva chooses to support Cody over Heather and Alejandro like most contestants. However, she is later transferred to Team Heather by Bridget along with Lashana, Owen, and Justin, because Bridget feels pitiful due to Heather being devoid by any support. Until in Hawaiian Punch, Eva watches Cody faces Alejandro in the tiebreaker and laughs at Heather when she ties up. After Alejandro wants the challenge, she glares at him for almost killing Cody. After the winner is declared, Eva is seen running down the volcano with everyone and seen swimming away from the island after the volcano erupts. Well, Eva also appears as a cameo on the yacht along with the other contestant competitors. She also appears alongside with Lashana, Harold, and DJ, who are all dancing. And Duncan and Gwen who are making out, well, don't want to mention it because we also saw here on the image here on the wiki. However, she's just standing there motionless and her arms crossed with a dull expression on her face. Well, let's see what's on the audition page. Well, she was auditioning for Total Drama Island after finishing her 60 pull-ups. She started her audition saying that she is the only girl in her school who can do more than 10 pull-ups and can take anything Total Drama Island has in store for her. She's then hit in the head by a basketball by someone off screen. She immediately runs off the screen to get revenge on that person. The video cuts off briefly and comes back with Eva nonchalantly returning and saying she would be the prime choice for the contestant for the show as a strong athlete who gets along with anyone. She asks the cameraman if he can edit out the bit of her rage, to which the cameraman nods. Eva nods constantly. Well, here's some of the interactions that Eva has on it. Well, she doesn't have no interactions with any contestant. She was definitely probably the least. Now, okay, well, probably that's all of it for the Lord talk, but nothing to be mentioned in Total Drama All-Stars or Pocket Island. Well, maybe that's all the details about Eva because, well, she's one tough contestant, and definitely she also tries to compete in every Total Drama season. Well, especially she also appeared in one season as a placement for it. But you know, sometimes it gets very hard for Eva that she wants to be in the contest. But maybe, you know, I'll just have to be sure that this is going to be one big challenging effort for it. Alright, well, maybe I'll just end this replay and go over there and wrap this up. Okay, looks like one of the Total Drama fan art design is going to be added up here in the Vision TV library category for this one. Well, good thing this library will be good to use for the Ford Mustang Mach 1 1971 and Gran Turismo Sport. But this car also takes a lot of strong horsepower for it. Maybe let's just say I'll be added up the performance to give it a little adjustment to add it up for a bit. Well, maybe, however, maybe I'll just level up another horsepower to make it stronger. But not to worry, folks. The Ford Mustang Mach 1 might need to go and increase some max speed. That'll give it a lot more stronger than it is. But anyway, if you had that Ford Mustang Mach 1 1971, be sure to upgrade your max power level or weight reduction level to be increased to maximum. Just try to use this Total Drama library to represent Eva as well. Well, if you're an Eva fan, maybe you're interested to use this library instead. Well, I hope you like this library, you guys. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Check it out on Hyperion-Blue-GT.deviantart.com, and also my very own wiki fandom on the second link below in the description on if you like. There's some new articles I just made in case if you're interested to take a look, including Vision Total Drama fan art design as well, because this is definitely quite interesting for Total Drama fans to see my good library design in GT Sports. Thank you very much and have a great day. And I'll see you guys next time to do some races in Gran Turismo Sport. And I'll see you guys later.